A big welcome to you, my dear Gemini. So I decided to end these readings, and then I felt, let me see what the cards are saying. And I realized that the cards were really interesting in the way they spoke to me. And so I decided to go with what came up, and the first card that came up from your deck is the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords, that's me. And I realized in this reading that Gemini has given me the opportunity to see who I am up here in the mountains. I am, as a court card, the Queen of Swords, but I am, as a soul, a hermit. And the hermit is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules also Gemini, the magician. And I thought that was a sign, right? So this is the Queen of Swords. And for you, because you are the Knight of Swords, it's an evolutionary step that you're taking. You're not running anymore. You're not rushing anymore. You can arrive. You can sit. You can be a queen. You don't need to run anymore. Is your birthday between May 10th and June 9th? Then this speaks to you. If not, I have listed them all below. And then I wanted to see what does the Queen of Swords say, and then what came is the Six of Swords. And we're going to the left, so the Six of Swords are behind her. Because we're going to the left to your new moon. To the left, introverted, new moon. To the right, she looks to the right, extroverted, full moon. So the Six of Swords are behind her. She has studied. She has learned everything there is to learn. That's why she holds one sword and she looks out with the knowledge that she gained within. And I realized that something is talking here to me. You continue to learn. And while I'm actually doing the reading and now talking to you about the cards, they reveal even more information to me. And so I realized that I need to do the readings just a little different, and I am back in where I want to be. And so I'm getting that through Gemini. And so the combination here, right, she's the 7th zodiac sign, and here are 6 swords, that's the 13. And in the 13 we have Scorpio, we have the transformation, we have a shift, and the 4 is left. Now the sun, which is the 19th major arcana, is in Aries, and that's the 4. So Aries is saying, well, do you want to play? What do you want to do? Because Aries and Libra are opposite of each other. And so if you, my dear Gemini, become like her, then you are going to see new opportunities because you're the 3rd zodiac sign. You're going to see that you become a little more mature, right? And so the 4 that's left here is actually letting you know that here the Emperor is talking. He's letting you know, yeah, I guess you continue. So that was that. And then I thought, okay, let's look at the Magician, which is Mercury. Let's pick a card there. And what came was the Blade. And I keep doing the German readings as well. And the same card came up. And I was like, okay, so there are 6 swords. Now there's 1 blade. And it's almost saying, well, this is the magic blade that's cutting through. And who has the magic blade? The Magician. He's the one that has the magic blade, the magic cup, the magic wand, the magic coin. So Mercury is letting me know, well, here you are, right? you get a 6-6 portal. And I was like, okay, here we go, right? So you see how this is affecting me. At the same time, it's also talking to you, right? Because we're all connected. So why am I reading for you? I'm actually reading also for myself. And maybe that's the message that I'm getting here. To be more open in a way that I have never been. And so there's a 6-6 portal, right? And here with her, the 7. So all of this is behind her. Look at that, right? And the 6 and the 6 is the 12. And the 12, of course, are the 12 zodiac signs. Or in general, the 12 is an important number as the 12 zodiac signs, right? And so you see that this is behind her. And I see the magic here in the blade. I really truly see the magic. I see that I am learning more and more to go deeper into what now is next, right? And I need to have that one thought that will come to me, that one blade, though there is a 6. So I thought that was really beautiful, and I realized, okay, there is a message. There is a big message that's coming. And then came this card. This is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is looking at the blade, and he's literally like beating the drum, saying that's the sword that you need to focus on. That's the sword that you need to focus on, Gemini. And so in that focus, you see that he's actually beating the drum for you. And I wanted to see what is actually the King of Wands saying. He brought the Magician. And I knew the message was clear that I cannot end these readings. I just have to do it, or I have to find the way I can do it, the way I want to do it. It's like I'm still searching for how I want to use these cards and how I want to bring the message through. He's the 5th zodiac sign, and here the 1, that's a 6. Then we have 3 times the 6, and that's the hexagram. That's the holy spiritual message that is wanting to come here to you as well, but also to me. And so I realized, okay, I'm in it, right? And then I wanted to see what is your deck saying, and you see that the 2 of Swords are coming. And the 2 of Swords then with 1 blade, right? But there are 6, so the 6 and the 2 is an 8. The 8 and the 6 is the 14, Temperance. Come into your center, come into the way you think, the way you want to bring now this information out there. And sometimes we trap our own selves in the way we think it should be, and meanwhile it wants to be expressed in a completely different way. And that's what I'm experiencing right now. I'm doing the reading in a way that I never have done before, right? And so it's more intuitive. So this is what comes from your deck, right? The Magician, which is Mercury, is saying, well, see deep within the information that comes through the Magician. And the 2 of Swords is Moon in Libra. And Libra is what came here. She's the Queen of Swords, Moon in Libra. That's the full moon in Libra. That's the full moon that's gonna like change something in you, but also in me, because this is a direct message to me, right? And so the 1 and the 2 is the 3. The 3, that's you. And then I want to see what else is Mercury bringing, because Mercury is also ruling Virgo, and then the Fool came. And that's Uranus. Uranus is revolution, new beginnings, start fresh. The magician is literally helping you, and he's literally looking at you and he's saying, oh, you want to quit? You can't. You're changing the structure of consciousness with your readings. You are here to experience new endeavors. And so, of course, I want to see what is Uranus bringing, and Uranus is bringing the moon, and the moon is in your sign. And the 18 turns into a 9, and the 9 and the 1 is a 10, and the 10 and the 0 is 100. And the moon is in Gemini. And so again a message not to give up. What is the moon bringing? The moon is bringing repairing the veil, and that's what we're doing when we do these tarot readings, and that's the message that you're getting. You're repairing the veil. There is a change, and you repair things so that we can continue to be with the 45, a 9, a 9, and a 10. Or the 100 and the 9, 109, which is a 10. The 10 is left, right? So you see, this message is for you as well. It's not just for me, but I feel that this message came very clearly to me and wanted to let me know, well, you cannot just stop. Then I wanted to see, of course, what is coming from the Mercury deck, and it says the 34, many paths. And many paths we can take to do these readings. Do it differently. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it differently. I'm doing it and I'm exploring and I put it out there. And so this is the 7, the 3 and the 4, the Emperor and the Empress, connecting now him, Aries, right, and her, because she is the pendant of Aries. Libra and Aries are opposite of each other. Libra is having a full moon. Libra is having a full moon. You see the circle. And Aries is giving the light through Sun in Aries. And so here comes the 7, the emotional intelligence, your crown chakra is going to open up, plus the 1 is the 8. And so the many paths, right, are here to give you the understanding that, yes, go and take those many paths. Because you have this, but you also have this. From you, it's almost like you're not seeing that Uranus is bringing a new beginning. This is your deck. This is the deck of Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury as well. That's why I wanted to see what is the magician saying, because Mercury came up. And I knew that that's a message from me as well, because that's Virgo's deck. So trust what you have. And even though not many people follow you, I don't have many clicks, right? And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna skip the English readings. I have the German one, it works. But I love to speak English. I lived 17 years in New York, and so here I am, I'm getting the message. And the message is, no, don't give up, because the moon phases are important. The moon phases that I'm picking to do the readings, right, are guiding me, and that's where we can repair the veil. And in repairing the veil, we can see that there is a huge message that definitely has a lot of studying behind it. And the magic sword is here, right? The blade is here. The sparkle of the blade is here. And that's the magician, right? The magician is using that blade. And it's the deck for Mercury. And so you have 2 cards from Mercury. many paths, and here the blade. And so here the 7 and the 6 is the 13 again, the 4 is left. You see? So you had that here, the 7 and the 6, the 4 is left. And so Aries is saying, oh really? You want to give up the game? You want to end? You want to stop it? I don't think so. And so you cannot stop it either. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because you learned and studied, right? The blades behind here are there. And you are trusting that what you are learning and that what you are seeing deep within, the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and another 6 of Swords, that's 14 swords. And that's the 5. The 5 senses that let us know sometimes we're in a rut, we're in a situation and we think it's not good, it's not going. Don't give up. If it makes you feel bad what you're doing, of course you can end it. But if you like doing it, right, why you're ending it? So just change it a little bit. So I'm changing it. And so that's what the Fool is saying. Just change it. You stuck in the duality, in the mental thinking of it, because this is what I am. But it's also letting you know that you can now shift and change. And the 7 and the 3 is the 10. A new cycle. You're almost there, right? Next full moon. Through Aries sun. I mean, look at that. You're getting the blade, that's where you're running to. That one blade. And so the message is clear, right? I am not stopping. I'm going to do it different, and I'm going to do it the way I did it right now. And I make a mistake, and I leave it. And so I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when we get the sun in Taurus. After Taurus, you get your new moon. That's where you're heading. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.